So you want to get a camera bag and you've just realized that there are thousands out there, different sizes, different brands, different types. And now you've got 10 browser tabs open from a price range of £30 to £300 and you are more confused than ever. Well, in this video, we're going to take away that confusion, and by the end of it, you are going to know what camera bag is right for you. As you can see, I've got loads of different brands, different types, different sizes, and we're going to have a good look at them in this video so that hopefully you're going to buy the right one. Right, first let's deal with the absolute obvious. What is a camera bag for? Well, it's to protect your equipment and it's to keep it dry. We'll come to keeping it dry a bit later on because that's very important. And then it's what type of camera bag do you need? Now, obviously everybody has different needs, but actually it breaks down into two very simple things. One is comfort. You want your bag to be as comfortable as possible. And the other one is size. You obviously need a bag that is going to be the correct size for your kit. Now we're going to look at different sizes a bit later on, but it's actually really simple, okay? Figure out what kit you've got. You should know that one. That one's easy, right? And then you want a camera bag that is a little bit bigger than your kit size. So for instance, you will see bags listed as to fit one camera body and two lenses, for instance, okay? So if that is your kit, if you've got one camera body and two lenses, you might want to get a bag that's a little bit bigger than that so that it carries 3 lenses or 2 bodies and 3 lenses. And that, quite simply, is so that it will be suitable as your kit grows. Now, it's important to get that balance right because you need a camera bag that is going to grow as you grow, but you don't want one that's going to be so big that there's going to be so much empty space in there. It's just too big for you to carry around. Again, we're going to come to like brands and quality later on in this video, but a camera bag is actually something that I think you should spend a bit more money on because it will be with you for years. The next thing to consider when it comes to sizes is what kit type do you have? Do you have a DSLR? Or do you have a mirrorless camera? Now, most people these days are buying mirrorless. That's the most popular option, but there is still an argument for DSLRs. You know, they're cheaper, they're really well made. And some of you may well have that body. I still have my DSLRs. I think they're great. And if that's the case, you're gonna need a slightly bigger camera bag, okay? Because them bodies are bigger. The next thing is the sensor size of your kit. Are you using a full frame kit or an APS-C or Micro Four Thirds kit? Because again, if you've got a full frame kit, that's going to be a lot bigger than an APS-C camera kit. Now that's also known as a crop sensor kit, or a Micro Four Thirds camera kit, because basically a smaller sensor means smaller lenses, a lighter kit as well, so you can have a smaller tripod. So the size of your bag will be dictated by the kit type that you go for. Now, if you've not got a clue what I just said there about full frames, crop sensors, etc., we have a whole in-depth video on crop sensors versus full frame versus Micro Four Thirds. Go and check that out. It will explain everything. Now, before we dive in and have a look at these bags, I want to talk to you about the essentials that you need with a camera bag. And these are essentials. Do not buy a camera bag without these things. First thing, a tripod holder. Now, they come in different places on different bags, but it is essential that you've got one because you are going to be walking around with these bags. That's what they're for. They're for moving about with, aren't they? And it could well be that you need to use a tripod wherever you're going. Now, you can carry that tripod separately in your hand, easy, but trust me now, a much easier way to carry it around is in a dedicated tripod holder within your bag. The next essential thing that you need with camera bags is compartments. You're going to be carrying around air blowers, cloths to wipe your lenses, a multi-tool, a torch, whatever else you're going to be carrying around with you. So you want your camera bag to have extra compartments. Now some have got millions. You don't need them types of bags. They actually annoy me, the type of bag that's got 60 million extra pockets. You just need a couple, all right? The next thing, a rain cover. Like I said earlier, I'm going to come to this now. These bags, you may well think to yourself, are waterproof, and they are to a certain extent, but they are not under heavy rain. And I have found out the hard way. I'm telling you now, don't care what bag you have got and how much you've spent on it. If you're out in heavy rain, water will get into that bag, and you don't want that to be mixing with your kit. Now, most good bags that you buy today will come with a rain cover, and that's it really. That's all you need to make sure, is that whatever bag that you have got, it comes with a rain cover. Some have them built in to the bag, and some just come separately as a rain cover that you put over when it starts to get heavy rain. It doesn't matter what type you've got, just make sure that that bag that you buy has got a rain cover, otherwise you can say goodbye to your camera equipment. And then the next thing, which is not essential actually, but it's really handy to have, and that is a laptop compartment or a tablet compartment within the bag. Obviously, that's only essential for people that travel around with a laptop, but for me, I find it really handy, especially if I'm going abroad. Now let's talk about the types of camera bags that you can get, and then I will literally show you them, okay? The first type is the over-shoulder type of camera bag. That one's obvious. They go over your shoulder and hang around your hip type area. Then you've got the rucksack type of bag, which obviously go on your shoulders here, and they sit around the back. The rucksack type bags also have an extra strap or extra straps that go around your waist area and sometimes around your chest area. And that is to make the camera bag more comfortable on long journeys. If you're not doing long journeys, then actually I don't hardly have them strapped up. And then you have your very small types of bags, you know, like your one camera type bags. On top of this, you get front opening bags, back opening bags, side opening bags, and it's all of them things that you have to consider when you are getting your camera bag. So now let's show you some of these types of bags. But before I do, let me take this opportunity to tell you about the courses that we run over at theschoolofphotography.com. If you want to learn photography properly, and that's the key word there, properly, come over and check our online courses out. We've got courses in beginner photography, Photoshop, Lightroom, wildlife, macro, studio lighting, headshot, fine art landscapes, fine art portraits, and much more. And all of our courses you can complete at your own pace in your own time. You can also join in on our learning community of photographers, where we set assignments, we give competitions where you can win fantastic prizes, and you can ask questions to us, to the community, and you can become part of the TSOP family. So if you are interested in learning photography, come over and check out our online courses at theschoolofphotography.com. Right, so let's start with the smallest, shall we? The one camera type bag. I'm going to clear this desk and then put that out for you. So here's one here. I have had this for absolutely years and still use it to this day. It was a budget model from Jessop's. It holds one camera and it's really handy if you're just going out for the day, obviously just with one camera. The next type of bag is the over shoulder one, and I've got two types here. Firstly, let's look at this one here, which is a low pro one. I've had this for absolutely years. It has currently got in it all of my Canon gear actually. It's got my body, all my lenses, a flash gun, loads of stuff in the front here. It's a big bag and it's very robust. Now, these days, I actually just use this for storage mainly, but it still has its place. Some people love them because it's got easy access. You can just go like that, unzip it, undo it, and you've got all of what you need inside there. If you use one of these and love them, then let us know in the comments. Tell everyone else the pros and cons with them. But there we go. That's your over shoulder one there. That's a big one. And then I've got this one here, which is a Billingham bag. Now those people that are as old as me and have been doing photography for years and years and years, you would have heard of Billingham bags because they are extremely good quality, well-made camera bags. They're British made, and quite frankly, if you've got yourself a Billingham bag, you've got it forever. It will outlive me and probably 3 generations to come, but they are quite expensive. They go over your shoulder. Now this one I use a lot because it's not too big. Put it over my shoulder. I go around London for the day. I've got a camera in here. I can put a bottle of water in there or whatever, another lens. It's really comfy and easy to get to. And this one was actually given to me by Olympus, which is now OM, years and years and years ago. And it's still like it's brand new. Now here we have the rucksack type of bags, which are the most popular, all right? I think they're the most popular because they're just the most comfortable in my opinion. You know, it's not rocket science. They just go on your back and then you're off, all right? It's as simple as that. There we go, look at that. Very nice, done. So let's go through them, the sizes of them, the way that you access them, and then hopefully you can figure out which one that you're gonna like the best, all right? Now it's not about these particular models as such, it's about the way that they work, all right? So I'm going to start with this one here, which is the Low Pro, and this is called the BP 350 AW2. I'm reading it off the back. There is a newer version of this, but I've looked at it and I can't even see if there's much difference at all, to be honest. But let's have a look at that first. I'm going to clear all this off. Now this, I've had a long time and it's literally been all over the world. It's a bigger type of camera bag. They do come even bigger than this, to be honest with you. But for me, I don't need it bigger than this because we use a mirrorless system when we're out filming. Now I have had in here 3 bodies, loads of lenses, filters, accessories, and then in the front here, we've got a laptop compartment. We've got other compartments in here as well. And it's a really neat package, I think. So I would say this comfortably takes 2 bodies with lenses on, another 3 lenses, loads of accessories, a laptop, you know, and it's in a very compact system. And there was a reason I bought this particular version, the 350. It's because it's the right size for cabin luggage on planes. So if you're going away on planes and doing shoots like what we do, that is something that you're going to need to consider. So this is the biggest size that you can take on board on a plane as cabin baggage. So that was one of the reasons why I bought this as well. And this particular model, I'm just going to do that up and I'm going to do that up, has an inbuilt rain cover, which is right at the bottom here. You unzip this, and then in here, there's a rain cover, and then you quite simply put it over the bag, and now your bag is safe from the rain. This bag also has a tripod holder that you put in down the side here, and it straps in at the top, and you can have the tripod on this side, or you can actually swap it to this side. However, you will cover up the water bottle holder here. Next one is my Tamrac bag. I think Tamrac is an American make, and I'm not actually sure if they're still in production. Someone will have to tell me in the comments, but I've had this for years. It's absolutely fantastic, very, very robust, very big bag. This one will fit loads of kit. It's even bigger than the last one that I showed you there. And this one actually comes with a rain cover that is separate and that you put over the top, which is what most of them come with. And with this Tamrac bag, you just wedge your tripod down these little wedgy bits as well, which might sound a bit crude, but actually it works quite well. Right, now going down in size a little bit, what we've got here are 2 bags from a company called Think Tank. Really good quality bags. And on the left here, we have one called a mirrorless mover backpack. And this green one here is called the Backlight Sprint. So these are slightly smaller bags. This one's a little bit smaller than that one. And these are perfect for one body, two lenses. You would even get two bodies in here as well, particularly in this one here. And there is a slight difference between these two to show you. One is a front opening bag, which is this one here. Open it up like that. We've got loads of compartments there. And there's your rain cover. Make sure you've got one, like I say. Whereas this one here is a back accessing rucksack. So we access it from the back like this. And again, loads of compartments, and there's your rain cover there. Now, this one is for the safety conscious amongst yourself. So if you've got this zipped up and it's on your back, no one can access your gear. Whereas if you've got this one on and you're walking around, someone may be able to unzip it from behind without you knowing and stick their hand in it and get something out, okay? But this one is actually easier to get stuff out of, and this one's harder, all right? For me, actually, I like these back opening ones. I just find them easier to get your stuff out of, because with these ones, you open it up, you've got your straps in the way, sometimes this bends back up, and it can just be a bit of a pain when you're out and about. Whereas this one, if you look, you just do that, and now, you know, I'm kneeling down on the grass or whatever, and I've got everything that I need to get to. So I actually prefer these ones, but obviously these are more safety for if you think someone's going to nick your gear. Both of these rucksacks also have your tripod holder going down the side, which I absolutely love, with a strap at the top to hold it in. And you can have it on the left or the right on both of these rucksacks, which is great. The other thing that's really cool about this think tank here, the mirrorless mover, is you can get into the front pocket, and it's the perfect size to put a tablet or a small laptop with room to spare for other stuff. Now this one here is the K&F Concept Backpack. It's more of a budget option, but actually still really well made. And the difference with this one to the others is that it's got access coming in from the two sides and the top. Now that comes in handy for people that are traveling around with other things than cameras, shall we say. So in this particular one, if we open up the side here, it's got little compartments for cameras or for lenses here. I'm going to zip that up like that. I can come to the top, I can open up the top, and there's another compartment there for stuff. And I'm going to zip that up again, and I come to the other side, open up this side, and there is another compartment for stuff and your rain cover. Now there is lots of different sections that you can take out via Velcro and move around and get it to how you want it to be. But this particular rucksack is made for side access, top access, and even front access if you should need it here. And it actually comes with these covers here, which gives you that extra bit of protection if anyone's going to nick anything from your bag. This one's also got a back access here for a laptop and other things. And you've got a side pocket here to put a tripod with an additional strap that it comes with on the edge. There's a lot to this one. There's a lot of design to this, but for me personally, it's a bit complex, all right? I like to just be able to just unzip the front, open it up, have all my stuff, you know, tripod in the side, etc. But this will suit some people. You might want to put, you know, your jumper or something like that in one side. You might want to put your camera body in the top, some lenses in that side there, so that when you're out and about, you can have it on your back, you can flip it around, you can access this side here, get out what you need, another lens, your camera body or whatever you need, zip that back up again, put it back on your back, and then you're away. So that is the benefit of side access rucksacks. And you know, that's what this video is for. You've got to decide for yourself whether you want these different accesses for different things. Now, let's talk about brand quality, all right? The quality of the bag that you buy. I said it earlier that I do think it's worth paying a little bit more. I don't think you have to pay like hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but a little bit more to get a decent bag, because trust me now, it is going to last you for a long, long time. Some of these bags here I've had for absolutely years, and if I wipe them with a cloth, people will think they was brand new, okay? So I do think that it is worth spending a bit more. So what I've got here is an Amazon's basic bag, all right? There's an Amazon's basic one, and then this is a Think Tank one, which is obviously more a brand. On the surface, they look all right. You know, to be fair, this Amazon Basics one ain't that bad at all. It's a nice small bag, that's why I bought it. I just wanted a nice small bag just to store some equipment in. This wasn't gonna be a bag that we was gonna be like, you know, dragging all over the world. And, you know, it does the job. I can't remember how much it would cost me now, but it weren't that expensive. But if you do compare it with a branded bag like this Think Tank, you can see quite instantly the difference in the quality in the build. You know, the padding is a lot more stiffer and a lot more robust. The zips are a lot just bigger and thicker, basically. And I can tell just by looking at it that this one here is going to stand the test of time. Will this one stand the test of time? I actually don't know the answer to that, but I've been working with camera equipment for a long, long time, and you know, I think I can just tell. The low pro ones there are also good. The Tamrac ones, they're also good. And, you know, quite simply, I think you get what you pay for when it comes to a camera bag. They're going to last you a long time. That's not to say, though, that if you are on a budget, you can get these cheaper ones, maybe use them for a little while until you've got a bit more money, and then invest in one of these. That decision is going to be up to you. So, what ones are my favourite bags? Now, just so that you know, I don't just go out and buy bags just for a laugh, right? We get sent this stuff a lot, but some of these I have bought myself as well. So here are my favourites, the ones that I like the best. This one here, this Low Pro 350 AW, BP 350 AW, this is the one that I use the most. This goes everywhere with us now. Bearing in mind, you know, we go on professional shoots to film our courses, you know. I've got one of these. We take the Tamrac one as well because we've got loads of gear, but I'm not even lying to you now. I can fit nearly all of our equipment in this bag. You know, I'm not talking about 2 tripods and this, that, and the other. When it comes to bodies and lenses, nearly all of it in this one bag. And that's mainly because kit sizes have shrunk over the years. But if you look at this bag, you would not think that it has been up and down mountains, in and out of planes, chucked in and out of the boot of a car about 60 million times, right? You would just think that it's, I don't know, a few weeks old. And that is the sign of a good bag. And I also like the way, like I said to you before, that this fits on a plane without anyone moaning at you. My next favourite is this here, the Billingham bag. Now, this was given to me, but I've used it so many times since it was given to me. It's absolutely lovely. It's like my holiday one, shall we say. If I'm out with a family, this is the bag that I carry with me because I can have it round my shoulder really easily. You know, I'm not on a professional shoot, so I don't need much. I just need a camera body, a battery, and I can put my jumper in here or whatever I need. And it's just not just a camera bag, I suppose. It's a camera bag, and I can chuck my other stuff in there. And again, you know, you would think this is brand new. You would think that this is brand new. It's not. I've used it. I've took it on holiday. I've took it everywhere, and it's just brilliant. And that's partly because I think, I know I'm biased, but it's British made. Say what you want about Britain, but when we do manufacturing, when we make stuff, we make sure that they are absolutely pristine and proper. And this, you don't get a product that is more well made, I can tell you that one. But you're gonna have to pay for it, I'm afraid. And then the Think Tank mirrorless mover backpack. Just to level with you, this was sent to us. I never bought this, but I can see this becoming a new favourite. It's really compact and you can get loads in it, all right? And I have been looking for a bag like that for a long time. So hopefully this is it. And the other thing that you can see, you know, with this one and that one, that it's not too complex. You know, that's something that I personally don't like. Other people love pockets. They love a pocket for this and that and the other. It just gets on my nerves because I can't remember what pocket I've put stuff in, all right? So I like extra pockets, but not loads of extra pockets. And you can see that this one's got one at the top, yeah? And then you open up this zip here and you've got another one where you put your laptop. Absolutely fine, that is all I need, right? Same as this one here. You would lift this up, we've got one pocket in the front for your laptop and other things. And yeah, and it's less complex and you know, you can probably tell that I like that. Now this video is not sponsored by anybody. You are free to go and buy whatever one you want. We will put a link in the description of this video that will take you to a store that will have all of this stuff. And I want you guys to engage with this video and tell us about your camera bag nightmares, like when I was up London and it absolutely poured down with rain and I didn't have my rain cover and nearly ruined all of my gear. There you go, that's an actual true story. Or your camera bag, you know, delights. You know, put them in there, put them in the comments. Like I say, this is not sponsored. You can put a model of camera bag in the comments. Don't put any links, just put the name in there. That's absolutely fine. Share your experiences. We love to hear from you. Also, let me know if this video has helped you out. That's what I love to hear. If I've helped someone, it makes me smile if you tell me. The next thing is the usual stuff. Like, share, subscribe. You need to do it. We cannot bring you these videos, and I mean this, unless you do them things. So please engage with the video by liking, sharing, subscribing and all of them things. Don't forget to come over and check out our online courses, and I'll end with this. If you want to learn photography properly, come over and see us at theschoolofphotography.com.